Yo guys, what's going on? It's Acez here today with another video. In today's video, we're checking out the patch notes for patch point 13. Usually we don't get patch notes until either like an hour before the patch is ready and done, or we just get the patch notes after the patch has been out for a little bit so we can kind of discover some of the things on our own. But we're getting the patch notes 6 hours early, so that allows me to come on here, record another video for you guys, and of course, just take my time with the patch notes. I don't have to rush through them, so kick back, grab yourself a drink, grab yourself some popcorn or a snack. I don't give a shit. We're going to check out every single bit of these patch notes. We're not going to be skipping anything. We're going to read through the entire thing here, my friends. Make sure you're dropping a like, and of course, make sure you're subscribing to the channel. This is a 6-hour installation based on Battlestate's estimates, so I'm assuming these patch notes are going to be lengthy. So we got new content right off the bat. We got Streets of Tarkov. Since the establishment of the Special Economic Zone in the NordVPN region, Jesus, this is going to be a lot of reading. It's going to be a lot of reading, but you know, we're going to power through, and we just got to hope that, you know, I don't fucking stutter or nothing. All right. The city of Tarkov has become the center of its development, a key location on the map, lavishly fueled by international investment. In a short time, the city grew to a large metropolis with all the respective infrastructure. One of the main investors, Terra Group, officially a biotechnology R&D company with offices in 18 countries around the world. However, its list of interests extends much wider than claimed, and an appetite keeps growing. Most of the major enterprises in Tarkov and the NordVPN region were in one way or another connected to this organization. The city is home to the main office, laboratories, workshops of industrial enterprises, and a branch of USEC private military company hired by Terra Group for security. So a little bit of lore here on Streets of Tarkov, and this first paragraph is pretty much wrapping everything together with how we're going to get labs on this map eventually, where you have to enter the lab through streets. The city of Tarkov is located in the northwest Russia, and is part of the NordVPN region. It's located at the right bank of the Gulf of Finland in the south of the Karelian Isthmus. I don't know what the fuck all these words are, man. The population of once an actively developing city was nearly 1 million people. In the mid-60s of the 20th century, there was a large and electric defense companies built before the city, which served as the basis for the development of Zato. I don't know what that is. I don't even know if that's real. The Zato status was lifted in 94 after a huge corruption scandal associated with Terra Group. When it became clear that the situation would not settle down, the company's management gave an order to USEC operators to not even allow the government and law enforcement to access the facilities. PMC operatives filled the task, while virtually the entire senior and middle management of Terra Group left the city. After this, a mass evacuation of all company resources began. Chaos erupted in the city. To counter the USEC PMCs, were still defending the property of Terra Corp, a newly created PMC Bear, officially unrelated to the government, but rumored to have direct connections of the Russian authorities, was sent to the city. Active fighting broke out between the two PMCs using all kinds of weaponry. Oh, Jesus, man. Is this... this sentence is already giving me PMC karma vibes. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. We'll see. Active fighting broke out the two PMCs using all kinds of weapons. At this time, the population was actively evacuated by the city's own resources as well. With the help of the Russian armed forces and the UN peacekeeping contingent, in the short time the chaos was happening, made the city remain frozen in the state of which inhabitants had left it. The entire official contingent was withdrawn. Only the marginalized and criminal elements that wanted to make a profit and pillage the city decided to stay. That sounds fucking awesome, man. That's exactly what I want. Tarkov was cordoned off, and entering and leaving the city became impossible. A significant amount of Bear and USEC operatives have lost contact with command and now have to find their way out of Tarkov. This update adds a part of the city of Tarkov located, see how it says apart right here? First iteration right here. Located at the intersection of Primorsky Avenue in Klimov Street. Man, I'm sorry with the names, man. This part of the location contains an abandoned factory, Pinewood Hotel, new agency building, Concordia residential complex, car dealership, Terracotta business center, cinema, Sparza supermarket, and other objects of urban infrastructure. I'm surprised they didn't put Nikita's building on there, unless it's one of those names and I don't know. This is the first part of the work on the city, and later will be expanded. All right, that felt like fucking high school where you have to read out loud in English class, but hey, we made it through it, man. It only took, we're 5 minutes deep in the fucking recording already. I don't know what to say. Repair kits and enhancements. Weapons, body armor, and plate carriers can now receive a standard or rare improvement when repaired via repair kit. Rare improvement. Okay. All right, let's just keep reading. The ability to enhance items opens at level 10 of the corresponding skill. For weapons, it's weapon maintenance. For armor, it's light armor and heavy armor. Okay, so that means we're getting all the armor skills, apparently. Rare enhancements can only be applied at the elite level of the corresponding skill. Rare enhancements. Okay. I don't know what that would mean, though. Like, less durability? Like, something like that? Like, less burn, maybe? Or I don't know. I don't know. That's interesting. The chance and strength of a normal standard enhancement depends on the level of the corresponding skill. For body armor and plate carriers, so we're getting plate carriers, I would assume, the enhancement reduces the damage a character receives. What? Dude, oh man, that sounds bad. That sounds really bad, in my opinion. Okay, let's just keep going. Oh, we'll have to come back to that in a second. Weapons can have two kinds of enhancements at the same time. The first is decrease in malfunction chance. The second is accuracy increase. Dude, I don't like both of those. Well, the malfunction chance is fine, but accuracy increase, we'll talk about it. The enhancement is effective within a certain range of an item's technical condition or armor points and will be removed in case of another repair. The enhancement and its value affect the value of the item, the selling price, insurance, flea market fee. The intelligence skill now affects the amount of repair points that will be spent on repairs. Now, the value of the removed max durability of an item when repairing via repair kit depends on the corresponding skill. For weapons, weapon maintenance, and for armor, respected armors. All right. I want to talk about this because I don't like how this is worded, but it might not be as bad as it sounds. It's happened a lot in Tarkov where they say something's happening and then it's completely different and it works out great. This really fucking scares me. Where is it here? Why can't I fucking find it? Okay, right here. The enhancement reduces the damage a character receives. That sounds not good. Unless it's such a small percentage. I'm talking like in the 0% range. Because if you max out your heavy armor skill to 50, if you're taking 50% less damage to your... Oh, you know what? Maybe it's to the armor. Well, I guess that's still... I guess that would still in turn lead to less damage to the PMC because the armor's not zeroing out as quickly. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it, you know? I will say that armor is still kind of useless in Tarkov. Once you get to mid-wipe, at that point, everybody still has armor pen ammo. You can just make it. So it doesn't really matter, in my opinion, because you can still two-tap anybody with like 2 rounds of 995 to the chest. But I don't know. I don't love how this sounds. I feel like this is going to make armor pen ammo even better and flesh ammo even worse. I don't know. I feel like maybe that's what they're going for. Maybe that's realistic. I mean, you shouldn't be shooting flesh rounds at fucking armor class 6. It makes sense. All right. But I don't know. Something just doesn't sit right with that sentence, man. I don't know. And then the other one, this one's not nearly as bad. Accuracy increase. I mean, the fact that point firing is as accurate as it already is in Tarkov, accuracy is already pretty much maxed out, to be honest with you. And malfunction chance, fuck malfunction. Fucking jam, bro. So that one's good. All right, we got the light armor skill. Skill progression reduces the penalty of mobility, wear of armor when repairing, and damage from melee attacks when struck in the armor. Okay. That's kind of weird. Like, why fucking melee weapons? It's not that big of a part of Tarkov, and no AI except for cultists use melee weapons. So, and it's only, and mainly the poison's the issue. So that's a little weird. I don't know. Heavy armor reduces the penalty and mobility. So I think everybody's gonna run heavy armor because you know that's insane. If we can get if we can max out the skill and get less penalty than we've already previously had when running like gen armors and shit like that, like the heavy armors. If we can get less penalty than the already previously listed on the armor, that would be absolutely insane. But it kind of makes me think that all these armors are going to get a nerf now and have a lot more penalty, and then you have to work your way up. So we'll see. Blunt damage to parts covered by the body. So basically, when a round hits you, like if it hits you dead center torso, right in the thorax, and you have, let's just say, as like people like to say, a jizzle, but you have the Gazelle armor on, that's an armor class 5. So basically, if you shoot a round of, let's just say, 9mm tracer, it's probably going to do like 1 damage to your thorax, regardless of armor class and regardless of, you know, any pen value and any, what's it called when the round splits? I can't remember. What is that called? Frag. Any fragmentation or anything. So blunt damage is when that bullet actually just hits you. So I think that's fine. You know, if you're wearing a fucking Gazelle and you get hit with 50 rounds of 9mm green tracer to the chest, you know, I think, you know, having 10 less damage on those 50 rounds, hey, that's fine. I don't really think that's a big of a deal. And the wear of armor when repairing. So we reworked the charisma skill, which I believe actually wasn't working properly. The skill's progression affects the price of insurance, paid extracts, replacement of operational tasks, and price of the scab box and therapist healing services. This is phenomenal. If this levels up correctly and actually works, that's perfect. I love that. I absolutely love that. And I'm assuming that, how's charisma get leveled up again? It's just by doing tasks, and I think it's from selling shit, right? That's why I think it was bugged. I don't think it worked properly in every single patch, but I could be wrong on that. You know, what do I know? I only have 2,500 hours. I'm still a noob. We got weapons and equipment. So we got the underbarrel for the AK family. We got the underbarrel for the AR-15 family. We have the SR2. That's going to be firing the shrimp ammunition, which if you guys don't know, the shrimp is actually probably one of my favorite pistols because I think they might have changed the name, but I believe it's called SP13. The highest pen round is absolutely insane. Like, you can go in factory with a shrimp with the best ammo, and you can absolutely wipe the lobby with headshots. So, I think this SR2 could definitely be like a meta gun. I'm not even lying. 30-round magazines, SR2, I'm definitely going to be partaking. We got the Styrogue, A1 and A3. I believe one of them is probably going to be a little bit heavier, with the highest capacity mag being a 42-rounder. It's going to be firing in 5.56. We got a Glock 19X. Ooh, what's that? Glock 19X. Oh, don't we have a 19 already? We definitely have a 17. Oh, we have an 18. We have a 17 and 18. 18's the full auto. I don't know what a Glock 19 is. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Obviously, it's a fucking handgun. It's a Glock. But I don't know anything about it, really. 19, 24, and 31 round magazines. So I'm kind of assuming it's not going to be full auto. It could be full auto. It's chambered in 9. And it looks like we can't use 50 rounders in it. So I don't know. I'll have to actually look that up and see what's up with that. The RSH-12 assault revolver. So this is a revolver that fires the Ash 12 rounds. This is going to be a fun one. I would definitely rather have that revolver than the 9mm revolver. The 9mm revolver is dog shit. All right. Co-op PvP expansion. Ooh. Added new settings for the co-op game mode. No energy and water drain. Love to see that from BSG. That is great. Very nice. Bot configuration. Cool. Spawn point selection. They talked about that. That's great. That's really good. That's very good. So weather condition options, you can tune those, and the time, also tunable. I love that. That's really cool. Ooh, I already kind of read this one a little bit. Hideout added 2 upgrade levels for the shooting range. Variety of targets and moving targets, and a training program to improve your aim. That is super cool. That's really cool. 5 new stims. Oh, geez. Okay. A syringe. Oh, the Abdolos 2. A syringe with a homemade drug developed by Sanitar. A new version of the old classic. All right. So it's going to have a ton of shit in it. And it's going to do a ton of shit. I wonder if that means the first one's gone, or if that's literally a second one you can get. It's probably like an upgrade. So that'll be cool. We have the SJ-12, developed for the operatives of special units. Slows down some functions of the body and temporarily start working with Temporarily start working with energy regeneration. No fucking way. The drug forces the release of something in the subtin, which leads to the change of the work in the subtin glands, lowers body temperature, and increases perception. After the end of the action, there's usually a jump in temperature to 40 to 42 degrees as compensation for the incorrect functioning of body systems. All right, let's look at this one. So it slows down function. So I'm thinking like metabolism. So, and temporarily starts working with energy regen. So is this going to regen your energy and also slow energy burn? What is it going to do to dehydration? That's definitely something. I've been waiting for a stim. They have one in Zero Sievert where literally it increases your hunger and your hydration, like outright, completely. So, you know, I've been waiting for a stim like that to just increase that shit on its own without needing food, water, stuff like that. So that's interesting. Also says it lowers your temperature and increases perception. So obviously perception skill increase. You can hear better. I know they nerfed the shit out of it last wipe, but you can hear a little bit better, stuff like that. And also maybe you won't be on therms. That's really cool. But there's a jump in temperature. So to 40 to 42 degrees is compensation. So does that mean you're going to light up even more on a thermal? I don't know. But maybe this also means that the body temperature works properly now in our health screen. It's at the very bottom left of our health screen. So that'll be interesting. This is a stim I'm assuming is going to be pretty good. You know, who knows? Maybe Sandy's new drugs are going to be great too. So we have Perfotorin. Perfotorin. All right, yeah, sound it out. School taught me well. A blood substitute with a function of oxygen transfer. Uses a powerful antidote capable of relieving toxins. Okay, so this is to get rid of poison and radiation damage. Radiation confirmed, question mark? Developed by Soviets. And let's see, based on compounds, once in the blood, temporarily speeds up metabolism and regenerates tissue. Okay. Negatively affects health in the case of overdose or rejection. Dude, imagine they add fucking addiction already. That would be cool. But, all right, let's get this one here. So it's going to be health regen. It's going to drain your energy. Let's see what else it's going to do. It's going to get rid of your toxin if you're engaging with cultists and radiation. Probably not in the game yet. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, it's kind of just one of those stims, you know, is what it is. Trimadol, an opioid, synthetic, developed for special forces, has a central and spinal cord action, promotes opening of Dude, I don't know what hyperpolarization is in membranes and inhibits conduction of pain impulses. Okay. In addition to this effect, it increases combat characteristics. Overdose leads to exhaustion of the body after the effects wear off. All right. So this one is looking like gonna get rid of pain. It's gonna kind of be like a Propofol in a way. I don't know if it's gonna regen health or anything, but kind of like a morphine, kind of like a Propofol. Does adrenaline get rid of pain? I don't think it does. It's gonna increase combat characteristics, so I'm assuming stamina or sprint speed or strength, whatever, you know, something like that. We have PMB, Product 16, Combat Stim, developed by Terra Group Labs, labeled PMB, allows short-term activation of the inner muscles, bringing them to a state of hypertonicity, which in turn reduces the damage received. What the fuck? At the same time, there is an active synthetic of the proteins for accelerated tissue regeneration, used for the expansion of the organism's ability at key moments in combat. Has some side effects. Okay, so you're getting health regen and less damage, but it's going to have side effects. Who knows what those side effects are? New voice lines for Tagilla, Killa, Knight, Bird Eye, and Big Pipe. List of changes. Rebalanced weapon mastering progression. Rebalanced trading and prices. Added new barter items. This scares me, mainly because of rat money. Everybody's probably favorite series here on the channel has been subscribed for a while. Quick, short, informative money-making guides. You can't go wrong with that. And honestly, I would not be surprised if Battle State went through my channel and watched every single rat money and figured out every single exploit. I genuinely would not be surprised. Rebalance conditions and rewards in the old quests as well as added new ones. Some quests in chains can now be available after a period of time after the completion of the previous one. Various improvements and changes in the hideouts. Spawn points of some quest items have been changed. The item will be in one of the random places located near each other. Are we thinking a new place for the pocket watch? Maybe. Some recipes for crafting in the hideout will become available as a reward for completing specific quests. A new type of extraction is available in the streets of Tarkov. To activate it, you will need to find a green flare cartridge in the area before the exit. Otherwise, you'll be shot by snipers when approaching the exit. Oh, that's cool. All right. To activate it, you need to find the green flare, which is the one that we had. So they kind of, taught us what that was for everybody who didn't know in the pre-wipe. In the area before exit. I wonder if that works on all snipers, though. That's really cool. I hope that actually works as intended. That's a really cool way to do things. I thought the green flare was actually going to be a heli extract, but that's cool. Added weapon malfunctions for bots. Fucking thank you. Thank God. Improved the behavior of rogue bosses. Okay. Graphics and sound. FSR 2:1. Added, or is it 2.1? 2.1. Oh, all right, we're back. I just died. Added support for FSR 2.1, a picture scaling technology developed by AMD. All right, I'm not going to read the rest of that because it doesn't apply to me. Fuck AMD. No, I'm playing, man. Optimize the draw distance of certain types of grass, optimizing the rendering of decals, and rendering of trees at a long distance. Rework the sound mechanics. Here we go. Steam audio has been completely removed from the project and replaced with Oculus audio. The sound positioning system changes will be noticeable regardless of the binaural sound setting, but we recommend enabling the binaural audio for the best experience. If I'm botching these words, bro, I'm literally in my 20s. Who cares? I'm uneducated. It doesn't matter. Fuck school. All you need is Tarkov in life. It teaches you a goddamn lot. In the current implementation, the sound positioning system handles a much larger number of conditions to form the final sound in relation to the player's position. Okay, well, that kind of makes sense. Actually, it makes perfect sense. The final adjustment of positioning is available on Factory, Customs, Woods, Streets of Tarkovs. Other locations will have the quality of sound positioning gradually improved in upcoming updates. So, Factory, Customs, Woods, and Streets of Tarkov. Well, the first three are my favorite maps, and Streets of Tarkov's probably going to be up there. Interchange is great, too, but I usually only play it for looting because it's so sweaty. Yeah, I mean, hey, that's great. So, we have a list of fixes, and oh, this is it. All right, so this is all we got after this, man. 23 minutes we spent on the patch notes. It's nice to just fucking take it easy through the patch notes, all right? Fixed several memory leaks. That's phenomenal. I hope they really did. Like, I really hope they got some of that shit fixed because literally, as a content creator, this isn't meant in any kind of way. I have to play the game all day, and resetting Tarkov when the servers are on fire in the first month of wipe is actually kind of annoying. I would rather just stay on the game. I'm assuming queues will probably come back as well. So, I'm really happy about that. Fix an issue where already looted containers were left open by other players. What? That's not an issue. That's fine. No, I don't like that. Oh, fuck y'all. Go back on this shit. Can we boycott this one? It's nice to know when containers are open. I guess no, fuck that. No. Unless it means, you know how you can like reopen a container and then you walk away from it and you don't actually loot it? It like stays open type shit. I wonder if that's what they mean, but I need to know if somebody's looted something. I want to know that. That's valuable information. I don't know. It feels weird. Fix the soft lock issue that occurred when players pick up weapons from bots in some instances. I don't know if I've really experienced that. If it's the one where your like hands freeze, then yeah. Fixed error 228 caused by healing outside of raid in some instances. I've gotten that one a couple times. Fix some places where bots could fall through geometry on customs. I didn't know that. Fix the spawn of bots right next to players. I didn't know that still happened either. The only time I know that happens is on Factory. And that's kind of just, because how Factory is. Fix the reaction of bots to players loading into raids without any equipment. What does this mean? That's very interesting. That's extremely interesting because the main reason they added tagged and cursed was to combat hatchet runners. I don't know. That's weird. There's no way they got rid of tagged and cursed. There's no way. Unless it's the reaction, like, so for example, I have plenty of guides on my channel where if you load into factory, you go in with only a pistol and the scavs run right to you. They're literally a loot delivery service. Maybe they don't run right at you. Maybe they kind of secure the area per se. That's a really interesting one as well. Fix the reaction of raiders to players behind transparent objects or glass. All right, so I'm assuming that's a buff to raiders. Fixed an issue with vehicle extractions during the heal animation. Okay. Fixed the visual bug in the flea market when selecting items. Any fix like that to a bug is good. Fixed the visual bug to the visuals of water with SSR enabled. Fixed incorrect head rotation while aiming. Fixed graphical artifacts when changing anti-aliasing mode in raid. Fixed some weapon mods glowing in the dark. Fixed sight position on the Sega 12. Fixed freezing when jumping over certain objects. Fixed the ability to complete multiple quests with a single quest item. Didn't know that was a thing. Fixed bots' reactions to smoke grenades. Fixed the wounded sound in the lobby. Thank you. Fixed a flashlight issue in optics after using a thermal sight. Ooh. Okay, I'm interested in that one. I'm not sure this is a reach, but there's a meta where you can stick like 5 flashlights on your gun, and you can actually use a Reaper, and you have 0 light in your Reaper. It doesn't affect you one bit, so the person you're aiming at is blind, but you see them perfectly. Fixed a camera position when shooting the Chris Vector with a folded buttstock. I never used it folded, so I don't know, but that's my baby. Don't fuck with my baby. Added the sounds of attachments on the fucking T5000. God damn it, bro. I don't know if it was also server side, but when you have a T5000 on, you can click your laser and you can also, I think, switch zooms in your scope, and you literally, you never heard it. So I don't know if it was server side, kind of like how when you hold your breath after a long sprint and it's quiet, how you still hear it server side, but you don't hear it on your end. I wonder which one it was on that. Fix the effects of the AKMP sights on the 7.62 AK recoil. Fix the incorrect description for the Leopold Mark IV LR rifle scope. Fix the sound of bushes on the loading screen when the spawn point is near a bush. That's all right. I didn't really think it was that big of an issue. I actually think that gave you a bit of an advantage, especially when loading in customs, because you know what part of the map you're on if you are spawning in near a bush. Fix the delay when changing scope magnification on the MP18. Okay. Fixed incorrect behavior of interface when selling dismantled items to traders. Also added a notification about the parts blocking the ability to sell. Fixed the scaling of the 133 shell model when reloading. All right, that's good. I think other shotguns have a little bit of an issue as well when doing a mag dump and when you do like an empty reload. Fix the incorrect SIG MCX muzzle flash when inserting a muzzle device in raid. Fix the eating and drinking animations from third person. Okay. Fix the change of FOV while aiming with a weapon with a folded buttstock. Fixed bots not reacting to death of other bots. Okay. Fix bots' behavior when they see a player who peeks out from behind an obstacle. That's a little interesting because I hope they don't have God vision, man. Like, that sounds terrifying because we already know how good buckshot scavs are. That might just make them better. And many other technical fixes and improvements. All right, so 30 minutes. If you made it through it, good for you. If you didn't, then well, fuck you. Guys, this is a good patch, man. I'm sure there's so many other new things. I feel like this can't be all that's new. I mean, it said there's new barter items and shit, but I don't know. I feel like there's probably going to be some gems in here somewhere. There's going to be a lot of new shit. I'm interested to see any potential streamer items. I don't think I'm getting one. I talked about SPM. I held off from talking about it for the longest time. But, you know, I only have 15,000 subs. I'm not really expecting a streamer item. I love Battle State and I love Tarkov, but there's sometimes just so much wrong in the current state that I feel it needs to be talked about, and I'm not afraid to shy away from that. But yeah, man, that's where we're at right now. Patch point 13 is on the way. It's currently 2:16. By the time this video gets done, it'll probably be around 3 a.m. So we have, what, another 4-5 hours to go? Like 5.5 hours or something. So appreciate you guys. There's going to be another video coming out before the patch actually drops. It's a very quick one. It's my #1 tip for patch point 13. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, sponsor and equipment description below. It's going to be it. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm out.